皆さん、こんにちは. Okay, so I am extremely tired. I had a very long day, starting from 4 o'clock in the morning until I arrived at home around 8 o'clock. But anyway, I really cannot wait till tomorrow to do this video response. I came across ComicalReina's video about tackling problems on using new foreign language when you are trying to speak with the native speakers. In her video, of course, she's like referring to many Japanese are having problem trying to use English to English speakers. Okay, so I'd like to share my experience because though I am very fast at talking using English, right? The fact that my native language is not English. And at the same time, I have learned another 4 foreign languages through my entire life. So at this moment, I don't want to reveal my age, but at this moment, I have the capability, I have learned to use conversational 6 languages, including 1 my native language, and that would include Japanese language. I believe the reason why people are so hesitant trying to just keep the words coming out from your mouth, especially when you are talking to the native speakers, is because 1, for Asian especially, the cultural fact. Okay, we are not being exposed to be brave. We always want to keep face. So we always want to avoid from being mistaken or misunderstood. Hence, we had this kind of reservation. The moment we fear something may go wrong, we stop. This also includes trying to use a new foreign language with the native speakers. Second, the differences. Okay, when we are learning about new foreign language, obviously it's very, very hard to actually copy 100% the same style of native speakers. So because of the differences, we naturally became uncomfortable and it demotivates you. For example, my English, the way I speak, of course, is not as the same as what people from the American, because the American has a very distinct accent, right? And I couldn't copy that. So I may fear that when I'm talking to fellow Americans, for example, the message that I'm trying to get across may not be the same, because the lingo, the tone, the style, the jargons are a little bit here and there different from what I am using. So these 2 main reasons will demotivate you, will give signal to your brain to stop. Because we Asian especially, we try not to be in a very uncomfortable situation. Okay, it's a phase, everyone goes through that. Right? Not everyone are actors whereby you can actually copy and mimic. We don't have naturally the talent. If you have, then good for you, because you'll be able to pick up the slang, the accent very fast the moment you learn a specific language. But we are all normal, so basically when we learn a new language, you know already that you have quite good vocabulary. You can think in English, you can talk to yourself in English, or in my case, in a foreign language, right? The problem is when when a Japanese person is in front of me, for example, I'm giving as an example of Japanese people, my Japanese language. Suddenly I became reserved. Oh no, I don't want to make mistakes. I don't want to look foolish in front of my friends. They know that I can understand English, understand Japanese, and they are so comfortable, or they are so used to hearing me responding in English even though they are speaking in Japanese, that kind of stuff. And I learned few things there are 4 tips that always keep me in check whenever I have fear of using any of the foreign languages. So first, the biggest thing is that everyone has to know, okay, people are highly understanding. Native speakers, when being in the position at talking to someone who is using a language that is not native, they are aware of that. And stop being paranoid and prejudiced. Seriously, the moment you have that thoughts, alright, you are prejudiced that native speakers may belittle you, may get you misunderstood. That means all those prejudice and that will cause paranoid. Stop doing that. Stop engaging yourself from doing that. Okay, one, because people are nice. So even though you speak wrongly, for example, people will understand and they will try to understand you better. They will try to help because honestly, they want to understand what you are talking all about. Alright? So even though a few extra questions doesn't matter. Okay. Second, when being corrected, always take note. Never put a stop to that. Okay? It's a good thing to be corrected. And it's a very, very important thing. Okay? Second one. It's very important to speak and use. If you use less of the language, you will not get better. Because the moment you stop trying to speak, okay, you will never learn. Your brain will never learn. Your heart will never learn. And your language capability will only retain at yourself. I have always believed that talk more, you learn more. Talk less, you'll learn less. If you don't talk at all, you will learn nothing. That kind of stuff. And then third one, at the beginning, okay, as you are trying to build the language skills, it is okay to mix English with your native language words, for example. And when people don't understand, you can try to find different words to explain that particular words itself to get people to be more understood. I like to use broken English when I was growing up, when I was trying to learn English. I like to use broken Japanese, where I speak in Japanese, and for words that I don't understand, I will use English. Or at least I try to write it in katakana. But it helps, because then the other speakers will say, so desu ka? That kind of word means this in Japanese. So they're helping me, right? Just keep on using broken mix. I have friends who can mix 3 different languages in one sentence. That kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. Alright. Lastly, and the most important portion would be, don't even try, just speak. Just open your mouth and speak. Example, I want to go and drink coffee. Right? Coffee is in English. I didn't know how it would pronounce. In my native language, coffee is kopi. So I use that. Or, saya nak minum coffee. At first, I will say, I want to drink coffee in two different languages, my native and English. Then I immediately will start learning what is the actual words to complement the other language. So at the end of the day, okay, I don't even try. I just use it. Broken, correct grammar or not, it's a different thing. As a summary, just speak. Don't even try. Second, talk more. You learn more. And don't get scared, especially when you are being corrected, because you're surprised the next time you use it, you are talking about it, automatically your brain will correct it, because it has a mental programming to remember what are the stuff that you learn. Third, at the beginning, it's okay for you to speak broken language. Alright, no problem. And fourth, people are extremely understanding, so don't worry. Don't save face, especially Asian. Just use it. You know, there's nothing to worry. That's how I go through 6 languages in my entire life. And I am aiming to learn more because I think my brain still has space. This is how I cope. And I tell the same to my students, to my friends, and to whoever that requires advice from me on language. Alright, so thank you, ComicalReina. I'm extremely tired, but I really cannot wait to answer your video. I hope to see you on Sunday. And I hope my advice is sufficient. Okay, so see you guys again. Mata ne. Bye bye.